Alright, what's going on everybody, it's Liam here, and welcome to today's video on the channel. In today's video, I wanted to discuss the new Spellement system / gold key system. I made a video on this some time ago, I believe, but I wanted to jump a bit more further in depth and just kind of have an analysis and kind of a discussion video in general on it. Also, I'm still recovering from the ER, so if I sound a bit odd in this video, that's probably why, just so you guys know. So yeah, basically, with this recent update, been out for like a month now, I think, or something like that, month or two potentially. Essentially, you can get these spellements from gold key bosses. They reevaluated gold key bosses, and they made gold keys extremely rare to get. And when you do get one, you have to choose where you want to spend that. For example, I'll throw something up on screen right now on where you can get the spellements, probably from the dev diary or something like that. And I just want to bring up the topic of, do you guys think that the spellement system is good? Do you guys think this way was better than the world spellements? And obviously, I'm going to be offering my opinion in this video on it. Personally, I think this is a step up from the world spellements, because as somebody who has 7 max wizards, it's a lot harder for me to get the spellements from lower level worlds because I've already done the game, right? It's a lot easier for someone to make a new character and, get like 20 spellements every 30 seconds, right? Boris Blackrock and Default 1999, right? But at max, you have to make pets, you have to farm, it's a hassle, and then you have a cooldown, so you have to make it on, 7 different wizards, and I think you get a little bit less spellements. I could be wrong, but the point is the original design of the world spellements was kind of flawed in my opinion, because it wasn't very accessible for max wizards. But what I really like about this new update and this new system is they took something like gold keys that wasn't really a huge deal before. They were a little bit rare, but you always had some homies who had a couple of gold keys laying around from Darkmoor, let's say. Right? But now they are very rare, and I kind of like the idea of King Saul, having especially with guilds, by the way, a group activity to just go out and farm some of these gold keys. Now, so far I'm at tier 4 on Berry Surprise and Splash Squatch. I'm also at tier 4 on Luminous Weaver and Lore Master at the time of me recording this audio. I would say it's honestly a lot of fun doing some of these bosses. I like some more than others, like Lore Master. Not a huge fan of it. It's a cool idea. I like the Splash Squatch one out in Crab Alley there by Triton Avenue. I think that's a pretty fun fight. And overall, I think the drop rates there for spellements are actually pretty good. And I love how they incorporated insignia gear with the drops. So for example, the Crab Alley one, I can get the elegant, fire, any school, any of the 7 schools, you can get the elegant hats there and the elegant boots. Simply free to play while you get spellements. Also, you can get a chance at getting a gold key back. Now, as of right now, it also drops wood and stone keys, which are kind of useless to my knowledge at the moment. So I'd really like to see a transmute for those, because I know personally I've just been trashing mine for the most part. And then there's some other things like the one in Celestia where you have to like pack different pips of cards and do it in the order. Cool idea, but you can't really farm it as quickly as the one in Crab Alley, which personally I'm not a fan of. If it's something like Spellements where you really have to grind in tier 5, I'd rather not do a tedious fight. And another minor complaint I have about the Spellement system, I do want to say this is a better system than the world system. Basically is when you complete a fight, essentially, you'll get, a ton of ones. I might get 5 Camp Bandits, 4 Berry Surprises, and 3 Splash Squatches, and then 1 item of those drops will actually be a bulk drop. And now this bulk drop, more often than not, is just 2. So you'll get all your normal drops, and then there'll be an extra area where you'll get like 2 Splash, 2 Berry, or 2 Camp Bandits. I'd really like to see this number be increased upon. I think Rapbeard said you can get like 30, and I've seen players get like 5. So I guess what I'm asking for here would be more frequency in terms of the bulk drops, because again, I'm almost at tier 5. And I think I've gotten 1 drop that is a bulk of 5, and again, I'm like pretty close to tier 5 on some of my wizards. Now let's talk about how you actually get these gold keys. This is the very, very controversial part, obviously. Personally, I use my member benefit stuff here, and I just buy 3 gold keys every time I can. I wish it would reset more often, but it doesn't, unfortunately. But yeah, I've talked about this in a previous video. You can probably find that here on the channel. There's a lot of ways to get gold keys, whether it's, you know, Beast Moon, PvP, daily rewards as well. Again, member benefits. I'm not sure what else there is. Decathlon, I believe. Personally, me, I don't do half of that stuff in the game. I literally do PvP and, you know, some PvE stuff. So I don't really do, you know, obviously a lot of Beast Moon. Any Decathlon, really, as well. So for a player like me that doesn't really want to be forced into doing either activities, I find it extremely limiting, and it takes a lot of time to get my keys back up in my inventory, which kind of sucks because I don't want to play the other game modes in the game. Now, I think I've talked about this in a previous video, but I'll bring it up in case I didn't. I think a way they could expand upon key drop rates is by putting them in with the rematches, potentially. So if you guys don't know right now, with guilds, essentially, Azoth is a pretty hot topic. So what a lot of people do is they craft Crocopatra rematches, Jadoni rematches, and then stuff like that. And they will essentially farm that and kill in 1 round. So I would like to see, you know, obviously the Azoth there is cool, but I would like to see gold keys potentially drop at rematches, because those things are pretty rare. I know my guild personally, we burned through a lot of parchment. So I think adding gold key drops to that would be cool. Not like a guaranteed drop every time, but just another simple PvE, God, I sound Canadian, PvE experience, another chill PvE experience to obtain these gold keys that isn't simple, like, you know, just doing Malstair on a 150, right? You actually have to go out of your way, get a group together to do it the fastest, and, you know, coordinate parchment and craft them, and, you know, cycle between stuff like that. So I think that would be a great way to innovate it with guilds. It's just by simply adding gold key, the chance to get a gold key with the rematches that you see at the arena right now. I think I might make a separate video talking about Arc 2 Spellements and what I would like to see from it, if I have a better idea on how they can incorporate the world Spellements this time around. Because I really, really hope they don't do what they did with Arc 1. Arc 1 Spellements were handled so poorly. So poorly. It was a nightmare for, like, everybody. So I really hope that they learn from Arc 1. And maybe take some inspiration from the route they went with the gold keys for Arc 2. But that will be for a separate video. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Again, leave your thoughts and feedback in the comments below. What do you think they should do with gold keys? And do you like the drop rates within the gold keys? Do you like the world Spellements, how they are right now? Again, I'm not a big fan of the world Spellements, but I don't mind the, you know, the gold keys. I find it fun and rewarding to get Spellements dropped like that via the gold keys. Just as like a more casual player when it comes to the PvE experience, it's very hard for me to come by these gold keys when I only PvP. And I only want to do something that lasts like 1 or 2 rounds. So, but yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. I will see you guys in the next one. Yeah, I'm trying to recover from my surgery I had and the ER. So if I sound a bit weird, that's probably why. I'll probably be better in about 2 or 3 days from now. I'm trying to get videos out for y'all. I've been struggling, man. I'll be honest. I've been really struggling, but anyways, I will see you guys in the next one. Leave a like rating if you haven't already. Be awesome, and I'll see you guys later. And as always, take care, guys.